Okay guys, bit of a change of plan today. I was just originally going to harvest just a small amount off these two trees. It got to 40 degrees Celsius today. It's about 104 Fahrenheit, and I've just waited until it cooled down a bit. It's almost 6 in the afternoon and still it's 35 degrees Celsius. But upon inspection, pretty much everything's ripe on the tree at the moment due to the hot weather, I think. So I'm just going to have to take the nets completely off and harvest the whole lot. So I'll harvest this miniature peach, Santa Rosa plum, and also in the front yard a miniature nectarine. So just before I take the net off the Santa Rosa, I just wanted to show you a couple of tips. First one is, I've only just realised that these zip ties, you can get them now that you push a little button on there and you can slide them back off. So if you do need to remove a section to get in there and harvest some just individual fruit, you can just untie one with the little button and then zip it back up when you're finished. And the other one is, if you get birds sort of eating the fruit through the net, like I did here, I think that the birds are sort of used to the standard generic plastic owls and things like that you buy to deter them. They probably see them everywhere, so I tried something different with this scary looking character. Got a big spike on its head, massive eyes, and really freaked them out. They never landed on that net again after I put that scary guy there. Okay, so the nets are off, and Melbourne never disappoints. It was 35 20 minutes ago, and now I've got the umbrella ready because it's cool changes come through, as it always does, and it's got rain in it, so I might have to get the umbrella out in a second. I'll just show you a quick view of inside this Santa Rosa plum. Magnificent fruit set on it. Some big ones on there. Some are almost ripe and some are almost overripe, so that's why I'm just going to pick them all in one hit. And I'll go back to work tomorrow, so I'll be able to take some into work and make some juice out of some of them. And yeah, so that's the Santa Rosa. So I'll start picking in a second. Actually, I might just pick one here. Pick that one. They sort of go bluey when they're fully ripe. That one's probably 90% ripe. And sort of a golden colour inside. They're absolutely beautiful. Alright, the next one we're going to harvest is this miniature Trixzee peach. They tend to clump closely together, and if you get rain you'll end up with brown rot, which just spreads through that bunch. So next year what I'll do, instead of just leaving them all clumped up like that, I'll thin the fruit out and leave a gap between the fruit. But you can see how much fruit you get on it. It's quite incredible. And the last one we're going to harvest is this miniature Trixzee Nectarine. It's got quite a bit of fruit on it. I don't think it's all ready at the moment, but I'll harvest what is. It's still finding its feet, that one. So some of that fruit doesn't look the best because I didn't notice there was Australian native cockroaches eating the skin off them when they were young. So Eventually some spiders came through and seemed to have cleaned them all up, but some of the fruit doesn't look the best, but it still tastes good. So okay, the Santa Rosa, that's the full harvest. That's a pretty big box, stacked about 3 high. So we'll just eat the darker ones first, go through them. I'll never get used to picking temperate plums underneath avocados. It's all still pretty new to me, but that's the Hass. The disadvantages of the Santa Rosa, well, it's semi-dwarf, that's a good thing, but fruit drop in the wind. It loses a lot of fruit in windy weather. Birds and possums love it, and all the fruit seems to ripen at the same time in this sort of weather, so you've got to really get stuck into it. Okay, so finish for today. I think I've come up with a new system for this peach tree, which suffers from brown rot with overcrowding. I think I'll do an initial harvest like this, which peaches seem to ripen okay off the tree anyway. An initial thinning harvest like that, and then there was too much fruit to pick all at once, so I'll do a thinning harvest and then put the net back on, eat the ones that we thinned out, and then after they're finished come back and pick all of these. But now they've got a nice spacing between them. Hopefully it cuts down on the brown rot. So this little box here is what fell on the ground, or was already on the ground when I started, and I'll use that for the worm bins, which I'll show you now. So I got 13 of these worm bins. They're called Worm Buffet, and from Tumbleweed, and I've got this one next to a chiku, sapodilla, which looks like it's hanging on to fruit. Yeah, you just tip all your stuff in there and the worms just get rid of it, and helps keep your garden nice and clean. There we go, simple as that. I've netted the peach back up, and the garden primarily is focused on rarer fruit, but I still grow the common stone fruit because the climate's so good for it here. So next off the rank is the Mariposa, which has tons of fruit on it too. So I probably won't do a video on that, but that'll be ripe in about 2 weeks, I think. Alright, thanks for watching. See you next time.